Hello, my name's Evie. I'm a high school student and I'm really into programming. And so I've been trying to do a lot of research recently on different programming languages and I've been trying to study them more in depth. And it's really hard because as much as you wish there are not enough in-depth YouTube videos that get into everything. And also the YouTube videos tend to start off at a point where a beginner can't really catch up. So what I'm aiming to do is try and create a series of videos about different programming languages for beginners, people who just have never picked up a keyboard in their life. So what I'm going to start with is Python, which is my favorite language. To do this, I'm going to use a bunch of different code editors. And so the one I'm going to use for Python is TextWrangler. You can use this if you're on a Mac. You can download it from the App Store. Just type in TextWrangler and this little thing will pop up right here. I've already downloaded it. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you can always click on the download button that comes along with it. It's free. I'm just going to click open here. So it comes up. There we go. Alright, so I already have a file saved for us to work with. And we're going to start with a program that a lot of people use when they're starting out. And it's applicable for almost every language, and it's called Hello World. And it's simply going to be to print Hello World. So before we do that, the main objectives of this lesson today are to learn how to write comments and how to print stuff to the terminal or to the console. So I'm going to start off by writing a comment at the top that has kind of the goal of this program written in it. So to write a comment, you just do a number sign or hashtag, whatever you want to call it, followed by whatever you want to comment. And so basically, comments are in languages to help you tell another person how to interpret your code. A comment is the computer does not read a comment as code. So even if I were to type code, as long as I put it after a hashtag or a pound or a number sign, the computer is not going to read that as code. That's just words that are there extra. So in this comment, I'm going to write the goal of this program is to print Hello World to the terminal. Alright, so now I have to physically do that. So Python is really great. Python, the reason why it's so popular right now, the reason why it's the fastest growing computer language is because it's really simple. You can just read a Python file and just understand what it's asking, what it's going to do, what it's asking the computer to do. So when you're going to print something in Python, all you have to do is write print. It's just print. And anything after this print right here will get printed in this line 2 right here, will get printed to the terminal when we ask it to. So I'm going to say print Hello World. And I write this in quotations because Hello World is what we call a string. It's a string is a type of data. There are multiple data types that we'll probably get into in the next lesson. But a string is one of the most important ones. And it's just words. If you wanted to print something that wasn't a string to the terminal, at least in Python 2.7, which is the version I'm using right now. I haven't used Python 3 yet. If you were going to do that, you'd have to convert it to a string. So you'd have to say Python string, then if I wanted to print like an integer, I'd have to say print string 5. And then we would print 5. But let's not get into that right now. We just want to print Hello World. So I'm going to go up here to this thing and click Run in Terminal. And when I do that, it prints Hello World right there. So I can just exit out of that. And so yeah, so that's just a basic introduction to print methods and to commenting. You can now print whatever you want to the console, just as long as it's in string form. All right, next time we'll do data types.